Inside the Skillset Show is a show where we invite skilled professionals to share their insights, their challenges, their strategy, and everything pertaining skill for you to learn, to to learn and to implement, yes, those insights, those lessons that you'll be learning into your own skill and your personal life. And I bet with you, I can bet with you that it is something that is very beautiful that you would not want to miss. So aside this month, do well to show up every now and then to learn one thing or the other. Thank you. So now let's officially welcome everybody. I officially welcome you, and I'm delighted to have each and every one of you here. And to our special guest, welcome to Inside the Skillset Show, another beautiful, exciting edition of Inside the Skillset Show, probably brought to you by Skill Migraine Solutions SMS. The Inside the Skillset Show. This is Inside the Skillset Show, where lessons becomes conversation, and conversation becomes skills, and you get insights for your life, for your skill, for your personal life, and for your professional skill as well. So yes, my name is Richard Mary, and I'll be your host for today Inside the Skillset Show edition. I am a voiceover artist and also an event preparer. I'm so glad to be here. Thank you. Our topic for today's edition is the choice that changed everything, which is from graphics to agro. And this conversation will help you to understand how to make informed decisions about your skills, recognize when it's time to embrace a new direction, and discover how one intentional choice can transform your personal growth, your career, and future. So whether you're just discovering your potential, considering a career transition, or you're just starting out, this show is actually for you. Yes, this is something you can apply to your own journey as well. So yes, now you might be wondering, why should you listen to our guest? Let me tell you why. Our guest is well qualified to lead this conversation because he has personally experienced the transition from one skill to another. His journey from graphics into agriculture reflects resilience, it reflects adaptability and continuous learning. It also reflects the courage to step beyond the familiar. To step beyond the familiar in pursuit of purpose. So his experience has made him uniquely positioned to guide us through today's discussion. All right. So our guest is Mr. You would forgive me for pronouncing this. I don't know if I'm getting the real pronunciation right. Ogine Anthony, a hands-on agriculturist who specializes in maximizing yield and efficiency in livestock and aquaculture systems. He's passionate about designing and optimizing farms for high survival rates, smart feed conversion, and premium value addition with a results-driven approach. I believe we're supposed to be, clapping, giving out our fire emojis, show our excitement for this wonderful guest of ours for today's Inside the Skillset Show. I believe we're doing that already. So yes, his mission is simple. It is to turn agricultural inputs into high-performing and profitable systems. So over the next 60 minutes, you can expect an engaging and insightful conversation filled with practical lessons on skill development, career transition, overcoming challenges, identifying opportunities, and making intentional choices that lead to growth. At the end of the interview, you will have the opportunity to ask questions. So do well to note down your questions as you'll be given the time to ask them. All right. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and privilege to introduce our distinguished guest for today's edition of the Inside the Skillset Show. Please join me in giving a warm and hearty welcome to Mr. Ogine Anthony. Can you clap? Can you clap? Can you clap? Am I still audible? Can you clap, please?
Good morning,
Welcome,
Mr.
sir. We are delighted.
Good morning, maybe for the introduction. Thank you so much. I appreciate. Good morning, Mr. Coach, and every other person present. How was your night?
Yeah, fine. You're very much welcome, sir. We are truly delighted to have you with us today. And we look forward to learning a lot, like a whole lot from your wealth of knowledge and experience. Before we dive into today's discussion, can we know the person behind this profession? Like in one sentence, how would you describe yourself, Tony?
Okay, my name is Ogin Anthony, an agriculturist focused on livestock
Can you still hear me,
and
Mr.
fish
Tony?
farming. Okay, my name is Ogin Anthony, an agriculturist focused on livestock production. Is that clear?
Yes, it is. Thank you very much, sir. So, can you tell us? Well, you already did tell us what you do currently. You said you're focused on agriculture. So, you started out in graphics designing before transitioning into agriculture. I would really love to know what first drew you into graphics and what did that experience teach you?
Okay, thank you so much. So before I joined SMS, that was 2024, I so much love digital work, like when it comes to graphics, video editing, photographing, videographing, and yeah, I so much love them. I love them very well. So at a point, I was looking for what I can actually do, and that is how I go into graphic design.
Okay, that sounds interesting. So, what did that experience teach you? Like you learning graphic designing and going into it, what did it really teach you, sir?
Okay, like I love design, and like I just want to communicate. I just want to communicate through design, and I just love it.
Okay, okay. Thank you very much. So, what made you realize it was time to transition into agriculture? Since you love designing, you love all of those digital skills. So, what could have happened? We are really interested in knowing that.
Okay, along the line before I gain admission, I love agriculture. Before I started my school, I was thinking of what I can study that I can be self-employed and create value. So I was looking, when growing up, we always love to be medical doctor and so on. So, but along the line, I picture agriculture that, every day people must eat. That is true. People must eat, whether they have or not, they must eat. So I picture agriculture that, okay, if I should go into agriculture and I can do well in agriculture, at least I'll be able to build something like long term. So that's why I changed into agriculture. I want to build something like long. So that's how I choose
Okay,
into agriculture.
this is very beautiful. So, what I could get from what you said is we should always study to become self-employed, not study to become someone begging to be employed, especially in this country at the moment. This is so interesting. Another thing I got from your answer is we should always look forward to build something long term, very long term, not something that is not sustainable, right? This is beautiful. Very much
Yes, yes,
beautiful,
yes.
interesting. So yes, for someone that is watching us or listening to us now, who is unsure whether to remain in their current skill or switch to another, what signs should they look out for before making such a decision? Take for example, I am a voiceover artist. You know, I'm feeling like it's not really lucrative. It's not this. It's not that. So what sign should I look out for before making another decision of, okay, let me transition into something else? Let me transition into something else. Do you get that question?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, the first thing you should look at, let's say you are voiceover artist and you want to change into maybe entrepreneur, like maybe you want to sell something like clothes. You should understand the demand for it, the particular design that you want to sell or the product. You should first of all understand the market demand, the location, and the need for it. So when you know that, okay, at so point in time, this is what people need. And if I should go into this thing, I'm going to build something long, not like maybe you go into it for 1 year or 6 months or 3 months thereabout, and along the line, when challenges come, you just run away from it. No, even when you go into it, when there's challenges, we still look for a way to solve it and still continue instead of try and error. You will understand something that, okay, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life and start building on it.
Mm-hmm. This is
Exactly.
awesome. Very, yes, it is very
You get
clear.
that?
So from what, yes, I did. From what you listed, it is very, very important for us to understand the market demands, even if you want to transition from one skill or the other. Make sure the skill you want to transition in, like there is a demand for it. Then also think about your location, right? And make sure you're actually going into this to build for a long term. I think that is very, 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 very
Yes.
insightful. I believe our audience are also getting things. Like, I believe you're following us, you're getting things. Before we move forward, kindly note down your questions as we are moving forward. Note down your questions because there'll be time for questions and answers. Please. All right. So the next question that I have here is, what are some mistakes people make when transitioning from one skill or career to another? Like,
Okay.
when you wanted to transition from graphics to agriculture, did you by chance make any mistake? And generally, have you seen people make the same mistake? What are some mistakes that you've noticed that people make when transitioning from one skill to another? What are those mistakes you really want to learn from them?
Okay. The common mistake that people make mostly is finance. That's the first step because people are going into business for money, for profit. I, I know the end product is to make money, but that should not be the first target. Let me tell you, the first time I started my poultry farm, the first batch, the profit I made was 2,000 naira. So imagine
Wow.
if I should, like, because of the profit, because people say you can make money from poultry farm, and imagine you hear that kind of motivation and like, wow, let me go into poultry farm, and all of a sudden you just lose, like there's no gain, and you're like, wow, say they say I can make money, what happened? And because of that you now turn back. No, people make mistake of putting profit first. And second, another mistake is that they don't study their location before they go into production. When it comes to agriculture, let me use agriculture as an example. We always do survey before we produce. Who are we to produce for? Who need this product at the time before you produce? Don't just produce and wait for buyers or consumer. Let them wait for you so that when the thing ready, they can come and harvest or buy at the moment. If not, immediately you leave them for long, they will get spoiled. So before you go into standard,
Hear that you don't produce to wait for buyers. Can you come again with the quote? I think that is something very, very important. Can you come again with the quote?
okay, I said you don't produce to wait for consumers or buyers. Let them wait for you. If they wait for you, your market will be more valuable than you waiting for them. Because the moment
Mm,
you wait for them, when they come, they're going to price you the way they. So the moment you wait for them, when they come, they're going to price you the way they feel they should price you. But when there is high demand, you can increase your price and you will have more profit at the end. But the moment you wait for them, when they come, because you don't have choice and you want to sell off, they will start pricing you the way they feel they should price you. So anything you are doing, don't produce and wait for the consumers. Let them wait for you. You get that?
wow. Yes, I did. And that is very, very insightful. So does this thing, this coach you said, does it apply to all skill or is it, just only channeled to the likes of agriculture? The reason I'm asking is, take for example, digital skills like video editing, like graphics designing and the likes. Does it also apply this rule that you stated out? Does it also apply to all skills, or is just limited to some skills and does not work for other skills?
It applies to all skills. Because let's say for example, now let me use Kosame as an example. Kosame is very professional. At this time now, let me say he's waiting for consumers, the person that have the highest price, he can go for it. It's not like he's begging to work for anybody. Shall you get the point? So he's now at the edge of waiting for somebody that can come and like, okay, I will pay you $100 per month, and he will really work with the person. But imagine he's like sending application, let me work for you, let me work for you. When people come and say, okay, in a month they're going to pay you $20. Now, like, I don't have choice. Let me just do the work. Do you understand? But when you are a professional, it's not like when you're waiting, you just be sleeping. You'll be working on yourself. Then when you're a professional, people will come look for you. Instead of you looking for them, they will come and look for you. So try to be a professional in your
Wow,
career.
this is amazing. So instead of looking for, yes, thank you. So the key thing here is you should become a professional, like learn. If it's a skill that requires you to learn before getting your profit back, I mean, the income, yes. So you have to learn, build yourself, and become a professional. So you are not priced
Yeah,
down. And if it's a skill, or
yes,
let me say a business like yours, you have to study your location very well and prepare. Like you don't produce to wait for customers, but you're like, there is a demand for it, and you're actually producing because the customers are waiting to get your product, not that you are begging them to
yes,
get this product. Wow,
yes.
I
No,
love.
and
Yes,
and
you can go.
again, that's why when you see most of the graduates after they finish their NYC, and you see that they go from one office to another because one, the price they're pricing them is not favorable, and at the end they will just settle for the one that they feel they can settle with. So if you are a professional in your skill and you know the business of your skill, my dear, you will say that's the truth. You will say
This is so, in other words, you are saying, aside from learning a skill, learn the business side also, so that you can know the in and out, how you can, play your games very well and actually get your profit, right?
yes. Don't just
Wow.
learn the
Thank
business
you very much for
alone.
that.
Learn
Okay,
the
the next
business side of your career.
question. Okay, you can go on, sir.
So I'm saying that don't just study or
Sorry, I didn't get that.
don't just study or do your skills alone. Learn the business of that skills or that career that you are going into. So do you know that many people study agriculture and they still end up looking for job in this country? Do you know that? Can anybody hear me? Okay. So people study agriculture and they still end up looking for job in this country. Why? Because they only study their books. It's good to graduate with good grade. Yeah, I'm not against that. But along the line, just think of what you can add. Think of the value you can add. At least you are doing something, any course you are studying. Think of the business of that course. If it is medical line, think of what you can do apart from maybe going to the class or receiving a job outside. Think of what you can create that can add value to your course. So like we are saying, don't just go into career because you see people are making money from it. If you go with the mindset of money or profit, I bet you will run away from it because the stress that is there, when the stress come, you will just say no, I can't do it again, and you will leave that particular career and face another thing. And if you continue like that, you might not succeed.
That's really a beautiful one. Thank you very much for sharing that perspective with us. And very much inquisitive. You said that when you started out with your poultry business, you mentioned that first what you gained from the first batch of your production was just 2,000 naira. It's shocking. I would like to know, how did you navigate through that part? Because that is really, really discouraging. And I think that's the first side of it. And then the second side of it is, what did you learn from that? And how were you able to navigate through that part to possibly making, I don't know if you got a better result after then, but how were you able to move from 2K to something better?
Okay, so what really happened was that my first set of bed was just 51 beds. That's one carton. So when they were very young, we not had mortality. I think we only recorded one mortality along the line. So immediately they were 6 weeks and there was disease outbreak. So I lost almost close to 20 bears.
Wow.
The one that was supposed to be my profit, I lost it.
My God.
So that was what happened. And thank God the second batch. we noticed what happened. What happened was that we had not chance to clean our pen, and there was disease outbreak. We're supposed to clean our pen, so we had not chance to clean it. That was what happened that lead to disease outbreak.
Okay,
Yeah.
interesting one. So I think that means you learned the hard way.
Yes.
So what was your response after that? Were you just did you definitely you're now doing better in the game? What action
Yeah.
did you take to fix the issue?
So the second batch, we at least we ensure that we clean the pen when needed. Immediately we notice any sign, we clean the pen, and also we take antibiotics to prevent disease outbreak. So the second batch at least was better. Then because I started like last year, it was only 3 cycles. So I think the second batch I made profit. The third batch I also did. I made a lot of profit. Yeah.
Trust me, you don't want to tell us figures. This was the wise one. Okay, it's a lovely one. Seeing how far you've gone, what would you say within the agricultural ranks from your experience so far? What distinguished in your markets? For some persons, they have skills, they have possibly somebody may be here and the person is in agriculture, but seem not to really understand and know what separates them and what makes them for things to even work in their business. So what's the differentiating factor for you?
Okay. One, I know where to start big. Because even when I started my poultry farm, I was only having, I think, 50 something thousand, either 55. Because I had the money to buy only the 1 carton and 1 bag of feed with the drawers that they will need for a while. So I did not wait to start big. So, agriculture is very capital intensive. We all know that. But you don't always wait to start big. You can start small. And for every beginner, I always say the best way to start when you come to poultry farm is 1 carton at least. The highest you can start with is 1 carton as a beginner. Because with that, you can use and learn. So when you notice that, okay, I'm strong in this business, you can increase your capacity. I started with 1 carton, first and second cycle. The third cycle, I increased to 2 carton, that is 100 base. So don't always wait to start big. Even my fish business too. When before I started, I did not have farm. Up now, I did not have farm, and I did not wait to maybe have my personal farm before I start selling fish. What I did was I reached out to a farmer that I know, and he's willing to supply me at a particular rate. So the only thing is that I will buy from the farm, add my own price, and sell to the consumers. So don't always wait to start. Maybe before you start, I must have 5 hectares of land, 2 hectares of land before I start my farm. No, start with what you have and manage it very well.
Wow, that's a timeless, crazy valuable information here because I've seen how that a lot of persons hold themselves backwards from even doing anything or starting at all. So don't wait to start big. Start from the small thing that you have. And I also like the fact that you have shifted, like you started with poultry farming, even though you had knowledge about fishery at a point. You started with something and then you moved into diversify, not even hoping that you have your own farm itself, but playing the affiliates game. Is there a challenge with doing that so far in your process, possibly engaging with some other person's business and then try to maybe sell and then get your own profit from it?
Yeah, there are challenges, right? So far, the only thing is that because you are trying to make your own profit, you are going to add. That I say before you start anything, do your survey very well. Before I started my fish business, I did a survey, and I noticed that in my area, what they are selling is lesser than where I'm buying from. So the challenge right now is one, a late delivery from my suppliers. and that is because of lack of, let's say, distance. Yeah, distance. So, and again, customers sometimes they will like to owe you money. That's another challenges that is you must face, and it's very common. But the best thing is to keep record so that no matter what you are doing, know that I have a record. If not, along the line, when when it has stayed for long, you will lose everything because they will tell you that I've paid you, and like no, you have not, and it will lead to a argument and every other thing. So have a record book that you record everything you are doing to avoid story that touches the heart.
Story that touches the heart. Indeed, that's a brilliant one. I like your thinking. It's really attractive. Seeing that you don't just dwell in problems. You seem to just have really, really a brilliant one. I'm wondering, how did you get to know these things? Some persons want to see business and operations business. You can unmute your mic.
Okay, sorry. So, like I said, I'm an agricultural student, and we have taught economics also. I did economics like 3 times now or 4 times in my stay in university. So there's always value addition in agriculture. There's always value addition. So you don't in agriculture there are diverse things you can do when it comes to agriculture. We have producers, people that produce, and we have people that sells. We have transportation, we have people that process and packaging. So it's just like for you to know where you can fit in, what you can actually do in that role, and just choose one or two niche in that role and play with it. Somebody can be producing and might not be doing the processing. You can just go and buy and process. And another person can be doing the packaging. You can buy from the person that process and repackage and still sell. So the only thing is that just find the one that you are okay with and go with it.
All right, thank you so
That's
much.
the question.
Yes, I think you did a good job. I would like to drag you a little bit backwards. I think this should resonate with many persons here. Some persons are struggling with their skills. Like they've entered a skill, they're trying to do those skills, and that's not working. I think that's part of your journey. You started out with graphic designs on the online space, and you engaged with it for a period of time, and then made a change or a transition. I don't know how that looked out for you, but would you like to share with us your story, your experience, how you engage with graphics, and what instigated the shift, the move in coming into agriculture, and how has that journey been so far?
Okay. So when I was doing graphic design, actually I was not making money like from graphic design because though I joined graphic design, I was not a professional before I left it. I was not actually making enough money from it. And that's not the reason why I changed to agriculture. But in your skills, any skill you are doing, maybe you are not making money from it, either because you are not yet a professional in that your career. So the best thing is to at least go for knowledge, more knowledge. Like Coach Sam will always tell us, follow people that you know they inspire you very well, or like what they do. Just try to replicate what they do. People that you know that they are very high in your field, follow them up. Why graphics for me, like I said, I love it, but I don't see myself. I just know like just like something. It's not like something I really want to do. So that's why I left it. If it's what I wanted to do for life, I will put all my effort, all my energy to be better person in that career. But since I'm not seeing myself long term in that career, in that line, that's I have to switch. So anything you are doing, try to be a professional. Go for more knowledge, seek knowledge, look for mentors that are very good in that line and follow them. Like me, I have a secret mentor that I always follow. The guy is in Ondo State, Akure. So I love the way he did. He always do two things in aquaculture. He only grow, process, and packaging. So I love the way he did it very well, like the packaging aspect. And even So far, I noticed that his price are high, but people still go for him. Why? Because what he's doing, the processing is very neat, like the packaging is very attractive. So look for somebody that inspire you and learn from them. Though me, I'm saying that okay, if peradventure I'm going to go for service now, I might go and serve in his farm because I want to build one connection with him and also learn from him. So I have it in mind that I might go and serve in his farm if I have the opportunity.
All right, thank you so much. That's a beautiful one. I think our host will take on from here. Miss Mary, over to you.
I thank you very, very much, Coach, for holding up. And thank you to Mr. Anthony for all of the insightful answers. So the next question I would like to ask you, what practical steps would you recommend to someone who wants to transition into a new skill without making careless decisions?
Okay, one, have understanding of what you want to change to. Two, have mentor that you follow. Three, try to be a professional in that your skills, no matter what it will take you. Although me, I'm still learning, but try to be a professional in that your skills, no matter what it will take you. And fourth, don't put profit first. Profit might come along the line, but that should not be the first thing you put. Try to create value first.
Oh, wow. I love the way you listed them. Like, this shows that you actually know what you're doing. And it's a very beautiful thing for me. Okay. All right. So the next question I'll ask is, how has this transitioning impacted your personal growth, your career, and your income? Because I overheard what you were saying to coach, the way you were answering that the money you were making from graphics designing then was peanuts compared to what you're making now, I believe. So how has this transition impacted your personal growth, your career, your income?
Okay, so my personal growth in agriculture, I will say, if I should rate myself, I would say 60%. Like in the scale of 100, I would say 60%. Along the line, like I think a few days ago or that was last week, somebody reached out to me on my TikTok that he needs a 700 juveniles. Juveniles are fish of 2 months old. So far so good. With the help of Coach Samuel, I've been able to build visibility on TikTok, and from there, I've been networking with a lot of people outside Cross River. I'm currently in Cross River. That's why I am now. So I'll be able to network with people in Ogun State and other part of the country. So for income, from income last year, the money I made from agriculture is around 500,000. I not start on time. I started around July last year. I started with poultry first, so it was around 500,000 last year. But this year so far, God has helped us. They are pushing. Are you with me?
Yes, I am. Thank you very much. So you made mention of visibility. I'd like to ask a question, like, we all know visibility is good, but can you enlighten us like more and more about the impact of visibility on your skill? Like generally now on somebody's skills, like the impact, the importance, yes, of visibility. Because according to what you said now you've networked with people in Ogun, people in where else did you even mention? You mentioned states across Nigeria. Can you please explain?
Okay, visibility is very important in whatever you are doing, like very, very important. You cannot neglect the impact of visibility as far as this century is concerned. Because imagine you are okay, I'm in Cross River, like in one local government in Cross River, and outside the local government, maybe nobody knows me. So nobody will even patronize me. Nobody will come to my, let's say, rescue. Because one of the things that I notice so much is, for me personally, what I want to do is I don't want to produce only for my local environment. I want to produce for Nigeria as a whole and also international too. So without the help of visibility, another person, somebody that is there in Ghana might not shout to me, okay, let me shock you. Like 3 weeks ago, somebody from Ghana reached out to me that that he wants me and them to partner in agriculture. I was like, wow. I even shared with Coach Joshua. I was like, wow, this is great. So visibility help you to go viral where you cannot reach with your eyes, with your legs. Visibility can help you to go viral because social media is for everybody. It's not only for your local environment. It's for everybody, and people outside the country are also there. So anything you are doing, just put it out there. From there, people will know how good you are and how valuable you are. They will start to reach out to you from there. But if you hide it to yourself and stay in your local environment, nobody will know you. Nobody will know you. That is the truth. So visibility is very important in our skills.
Wow, that's that's so beautiful. So talking about visibility, still on visibility, do you think there is a certain level in your skill that you have to, okay, yes, this is when I want to, be very visible to people. Some people might feel like I'm not good enough in this, I'm not growing enough in this. Let me still keep to myself and just start doing things small, small. So when I grow to an extent, then I can start being very visible to other people. What do you think about that? Like, is there a certain level you have to get to before putting yourself out there?
The simple answer is no. Why? Because from the beginning, when you start sharing your videos, your pictures, how you started, when people will come back maybe years later and they will trace you like, okay, let's go through his page and see how he started. They will like, wow, this is how he started and this is where he is now. It will help people to trust you better. That okay, you started small from 3 chicken to 10 chicken, from 10 to 100, from 100 to 1,000 to 5,000 capacity. People will trust you. But if you show up, bam, people like maybe you just go to one farm and do a video and you post. Anything can happen. People say you just go to one farm and do a video and you post. They might not trust you much like somebody that started from the beginning. Like my secret mentor, as I say, some days when I was watching his video, say when he started, it was after his school that like after NYC, like nothing did this country again. No, let me just fall back to processing and growing of fish. That's how he started. And from there, he documented all his journey from the beginning. So from there now, people that have been following you from that beginning, will like, okay, we know him when he started. And it will even trigger them to refer people to you and also buy from you because they trusted you and they have seen your work.
Wow. Wow, this is so key. So for people listening to us, hearing us, and you're feeling like, oh, it's not yet time. Let me just keep to myself. You heard what Mr. Anthony said, right? So put it out there. It's to help people to trace your growth, to recommend you, to trust you. Yes, to trust you. I think that is very, very important. Thank you very much. So the next question I would like to ask you is, looking back, how you started and everything, looking back, is there anything you would have done differently when making the transition?
For now, since it's not like I'll get into the ladder, I'm still starting. So I will say for now, I've not seen much thing. I will say, okay, I will do better. Apart from my poultry farm, that I will say, okay, if I know, I will put the necessary measures, like have good ventilation for them and at least enough space for them so that there will not be kind of disease or any other outbreak in the farm.
Okay. Right. So that's beautiful. The next question I want to really ask you, we are almost wrapping up. So the next question I will just ask is, what are the most important qualities someone needs to succeed in any skill, regardless of the industry, what are the most important qualities that you feel, okay, yes, these are some qualities that you should have? The most important qualities someone needs to succeed in any skill, regardless of the industry.
Okay, one, honesty. Just be honest in your career. You don't promise that, okay, I'm going to deliver your work to you before weekend, and when okay, let's say you say before Friday, and Friday you not deliver, Saturday you not deliver, 2 weeks later you not deliver the work. No, people will no longer trust you. Like, Omo, I like him, I like his work, but you will not meet up with my demand. People will start running away from you if you are not honest in your career. Secondly, quality. Don't just rush to do things. Take time and do quality things. No, if you are doing flyers, let it be quality. Let it be something that when somebody look at it, they're like, who did this thing for you? And you can recommend, okay, so person that did it for me. No, people will recommend that to you. Like some of my dress, when my particular design made them, people like, wow, who made this dress for you? I was like, okay, so person. No, when you deliver quality, they will refer people to you. That is it. So be honest and deliver quality. Are you with me?
Yes, I am. Okay. Yes, you said be honest and deliver quality. And that's true because I can hear you. Please, can you hear me at your end?
Yes, ma, I can hear you, ma.
All right. So I really like the way you pointed out the quality because giving a deadline and not meeting the deadline is something that is very, very disappointing. And if you've done that severally to a particular person, so the person will be like, yes, it's good, but just like if you give your work to him, it will take like a month before delivering. So I think that is very, very important. So I would have having integrity and be very time conscious to it. So honesty, quality. Wow, that's a very beautiful one. A very, very beautiful one. So yes, I would like to ask this question pertaining your field. What are some misconceptions people have about agriculture? Like you've seen people have about agriculture. What are those things?
I love that. No, when you mention agriculture, people feel like it's all about going to the farm and like carry hoe and cutlass and go to the farm. No, even in school, we face it a lot. Like we face it a lot. First, people don't like to study agriculture. That's the truth. People don't like it because they're like, okay, my father, that's what he's doing in the village. So what's the essence of me going to study agriculture? They were like, that's what I've been doing all my life when I was young. So what's the point of me going to study agriculture 5 years? Ha. People like, wow, I can't do it. So people see agriculture as something that is not valuable. People see that as something that they can easily go and do. Like it's something that they have been doing when they were young. So there's no point of them going to agriculture to be like to choose it as your career journey. But agriculture of today have shifted from that agriculture that we know years ago. We see people like when the person that I'm buying fish from is my mentor too, because I've shared some my goals with him and he has seen it and like, wow, this is great. So before he started his school journey, he wanted to study agriculture, that is animal production. And his father says that no, you will study medicine and surgery. So the young man said no, that I will not go and study medicine and surgery and still come back, and the first thing that will happen to me is to write application for job. He said no. So he chose animal production, and his father stopped paying his school fees because of that. He paid his school fees all like throughout his stay in school by himself. So today, when I went to his farm and I was like asking me how he started, he said, now he have poultry farm of 5,000 capacity. Do you know what that means? Like have poultry farm of 5,000 capacity. So apart from fish farm, the man have poultry farm, have fish farm, like not one, not two, plenty ponds with fish inside, and have his smoke place that he smoke fish for local people and also export some to Kenya and UK. So people see agriculture as maybe something that anybody can just go and do. Anybody can go and do it, but if you not choose it as a career, you will run away from it. That's the truth. And agriculture is very valuable. Because no matter what you are doing, it's still centered on agriculture. Medicine that they're producing is from agriculture because they're using either plant or animal to do the medicine. Any cloth is from agriculture. So agriculture is not only limited to what our fathers are doing in the village. It has grown beyond that.
Yeah, this is beautiful. I love I love the way you know explained the things is incredible. So the father that refused to pay his school fees now will be like, I know, but we thank God. That's very, very beautiful. Okay. So and yes, this is a pointer to any one of you here that is interested in agriculture, and you're feeling like it's something that is not really tush or something that is not. You've heard a life story, a story that should inspire you. So if you want to join agriculture, reach out to Mr. Anthony. He will put you through. Okay. So finally, before finally, I think you have something for us before we started, right? Because before I said it is a question and answer session, I think you had something for us. So you, sir, can you share with us what you have?
Okay. So I was wanted to say I love a graphic design, but along the line I changed a career. Not because graphics was not good, not because it's not a professional or a line that somebody can actually make money from. People are making money from graphics. No matter what you are doing, seek knowledge and try to be professional. So maybe you are doing graphic design and you feel like, oh, it's not working for me. You can look for another thing that you think maybe in 10 years' time you can be doing. You can still find yourself in that cycle. In 20 years' time, if Christ tarries, you still find yourself in that cycle. So don't just, let's say, waste time on anything. Try to figure out what actually works for you and grow with it. Are you with me?
Okay. Yes. Figure out what works for you and grow with it. That's beautiful and incredible. All right. So I would like to ask, what's your experience like in SMS? Can you tell us your experience in SMS?
No, I cannot. I will not be here. Like, if not for SMS, I will not be here. That's the truth. No, like, before I joined SMS, I'm that kind of person that I don't like join groups like that. But when it comes to something related to what I want to do, I will definitely join the group. So before I joined SMS, there's this guy that they call, most of us might not know Moses, Amogo Moses, is my friend. So we are from the same place, yeah, and it's my friend. So he used to post flyers on his statues, like, oh, now I read and like, wow, these are very beautiful. And I'm like, wow, wow. So there was a day that was I think it should be around September 2024, yeah. So he posted a link about a skill shift challenge. And I was like, wow. So I chatted to him and I asked him like, what is it all about? He now said I should just join. That when I join, they will explain better to me. That's how I joined Skill Migraine Solutions. I met a lot of people like Coach, uh, Blessing, that is Blessing Godson, and Charles. So from there, I've been receiving, how will I put it? I've been receiving teachings like this. Especially last year was back to back when we used to have our weekly activities like Monday and Wednesdays, so that they'll be teaching us how to save money. No, like if I remember very well, 2024 when we had our closing remark, I cannot forget in my life. That's when my financial life changed. When there was a session for how to manage your finance, and that particular lady I don't know if I can even reach out to her. I will be very much happy. So she said, any money that comes to your hand, don't just spend the money. Before you spend the money, you divide the money. Any money that comes to your hand, at least let it be that 20 of the money is your savings. And when it comes to money, we don't just save money, we save to invest. Because when you save the money, the bank you are saving the money with, they will use the money and invest and make their own profit. So while you are saving, have something that you want to invest the money in. So she taught us how to save, and from there I make a decision that any money that comes to my hand, I'm going to save 30% of the money. And I'm not just saving for saving sake. I'm saving to use and invest in something else. So from SMS, I've learned how to manage my money. Eh? I've learned how to be visible online, and I've learned leadership development also, and so on. Over to you, Mary.
Wow, thank you. Thank you very much for reminding us. I could also remember last time the savings plan and every. Some of us say, let me not talk here. Thank you very much, sir. Okay, I'd like to ask a very, very personal question. Very, very personal question. Please, are you married yet? I was just joking. All right, the question I want to ask that is very personal is, what's your vision for the future? Are you with us? You are muted, sir. I said, what is your vision?
Okay. So far, so good. I've started something, but that's not where I want to stop. So right now, like was it last month? Yeah, I draft out something for myself concerning poultry farm, and like at least 5,000 capacity, and it worth 20 million. So in future, I want to have a standard farm. I want to build a research institute that people can come and do their research. Lecturers can come and do their research, like a master student, PhD students, even professors can come and do research. I want to create an environment, natural environment, that people can even come for how is it called, for outing. A natural environment, that greenish color that don't look beautiful. People can come and feel comfortable with it, with the environment. And again, I want to build something that I will not only produce for Nigeria, I will also produce for international people also. So, and I want to build something that is sustainable. That is the cocoa.
Finally, what three key lessons, solid lessons, would you like everyone listening today to take away about their skills, their personal growth, and making the right choices? Three solid lessons. I know you've been sharing lessons inside, you know, beautiful experiences we've been learning from. We still want just three key solid lessons you would like everyone listening today to take away about their skills, their growth, and making the right choices, most importantly.
One lesson that should learn is the market of your skills. Learn the market of your skills. Don't waste time. Learn from experience. Don't build on your own. People have had a lot of mistakes. You can learn from them. Two, try to. Do you get that?
Yes, I only got one because the network was fluctuating. I don't know if it's from my end or from your end. So I'd want you to,
Is it my
run it
network?
through again. I'd want you to run it through again, sir. So sorry for the inconvenience.
Okay, I say first, try to understand the market of your like the business of your skills. Very important. Try to understand the business of your skills. Then try to, instead of looking for how to make more money, try to look for how to add additional value to yourself. Try to have value to yourself. Like if to go for personal training, one-on-one coach with the professionals, so that you become a professional also in that your career. Then learn from the past mistake of others, not basically your own, but from the mistake that others have had. You can learn from them. Instead of waiting till you have your own mistake before you learn, you can learn from other people's mistake.
Okay.
Is that clear?
Yes, it is. Thank you
Mary?
very, very much for those three solid lessons. Thank you. Okay, so the first lesson is understand the business of your skill. Second is look for ways to add values to yourself, go for trainings and seminars. And the third one is learn from people's experience. Don't wait to make your own mistakes before learning. Learn from people, right? Is that right, Mr. Anthony?
Yes, ma'am.
Or is there anything I missed out? Right. For today's session, I really appreciate. So yes, like we said in the beginning, if you have any questions, now is the time for questions and answer from our audience. So please, I already got one question, and I would want you to also drop your own questions if you have any. Kindly drop them in the chat box, as we would, touch every one of the questions. Every questions will not go without being answered. So yes, the question I got, the first question I got is, in the innovative space, what market or management approach would you advise on? Would you advise one to go for something entirely different, something related to what one is already doing? Do you get that question, sir?
Yes. So in
All right.
changing skills, I said you don't just change skill because you want to change. You feel like I want to change skills. What happened to the one you are doing before? Is that you don't see yourself in that line in 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, as case may be, or is that it's not profitable, or what really happened? If that is the case that you don't see yourself there in next 5 years to 10 years, I want to change to something else. It must not be something that is mostly related to what you are doing previously. It can be something different. Let's assume, let's say for her, I guess she's studying microbiology as a course in school, and she's currently doing graphic design as a skills. So let's assume she wants to change to health, let's say health aspect, which is totally different from graphic design. She can choose aspect of microbiology that she knows that is very marketable, and she can build on that. So it must not relate to the previous skills, except if what you want to do related to that previous skills, that is fine. But if it's something entirely different, you don't have any effect. Don't be afraid of starting all over again. Don't be afraid. You can start from scratch and still meet up with time.
Okay, Miss Blessing, are we good with the answer, please? If you're not satisfied, you can just let us know. If there's any other thing you want to know, just let us know now. So it's interesting to know that Mr. Anthony actually knows the course that Miss Blessing is studying. That's very interesting. I envy that. Okay, well, who else has a question, please? This is a question and answer session. All right, Coach, drop the question as well. So the question is, how do you manage outreaches that comes from visibility? Mm, that's a very thoughtful question there. So yes, Mr. Anthony, how do you manage outreaches that comes from visibility?
Okay, like people that reach out to me from my social media handle, right? Is that the question? Eh?
Yes, so people that reach out to you from your social media handle, maybe you posted on TikTok and they got to see you and then posted and they reach out to you, okay, we want this, we want that. How do you handle the outreach?
Okay, so practical example, like early this month, right? I think it should be early this month. So somebody reached out to me from Ogun State that I want to buy 500 kg of fish, and the only place I can source fish from is Abakaliki. I was like, wow, the distance is very far. How do I do it? So at that moment, I was confused. I reached out to Coach Same and Coach Chigoze. That I say it's very good to have people around you. Very, very important. So when I reached out to them, Sagidon called me and like, okay, he helped me and we calculated the expenses all. I was like, okay, this is the amount I'm going to send to him, if at all. I'm going to send, sir, from my TikTok page, somebody reached out to beg. Somebody reached out to me and say he needs fish of 100 kg and he's staying in Shagamu, that is Ogun State. How do I do it? And I say, okay, that is going to reach out to his friends in Ogun State, that he will give me their contact so that I can connect with them. And I say, okay, no problem. So I waited for him. He did not give me feedback. I even called him. He said that when he get the farmer's number, that he will reach out to me. Say, okay. So instead of me, and I want to supply the guy the fish, and from there, somebody came to my TikTok page again from Ogun State. A young man like said that I should give him customers, that he's looking for customers. Like, wow, okay, where do you stay? He say Ogun State. I was like, okay, wow, that is great. That is like interval of 2 days now. So I now chat to him like, okay, which aspect of aquaculture are you doing? He said he's into hatchery. That I put that hatch fish. Like, okay, I'm looking for someone that can supply a table-sized fish for me in Ogun State. Do you know anyone? He said, yes, like tomorrow morning he will go to a farmer, and when he get there, he's going to call me so that me and the person can talk. So when he get there, we negotiate on the price. So the person says that, okay, it's going to supply me in a particular amount per kg. Or like, okay. So because in Ogun State, right now they're selling kg per 3,500, and the farmer accept to supply me 3,200 per kg. So since it's my first time from that area and I want to supply this guy this fish, I'm like, okay, let me reach out to the guy if he will accept to pay 3,500 per kg, that I will supply him. So when I reached out to him, he said that is 2,500 that is going to pay per kg. I was like, no. Even normal day they're buying kg 3,500, and you cannot come and say that you want to pay 2,500. It's not profitable. Like, no, I can't supply with that amount. Unfortunately, the guy did not come back. But what I want to say is that when people reach out to you from your page, don't just, maybe because they are far from your location, don't give up. Look for a way to solve the whole thing. That's what I will say. Even though I don't have farm in Ogun State, but right now, if anybody needs fish within western part of this country, I can supply now.
That's very wise, a very wise insight and answer to the question. Right? Yes, wisdom. I know you would say that. Abi, who else would talk that one? Since we don't have any more questions from our audience, I would love to invite Anthony as well to share his final words. Yes, final words for us today. So, Anthony, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, so I will say thank you all for listening to me this morning. It's a beautiful thing, and I'm so glad to be part of SMS. So in life, whatever you're doing, try to be good at it. So no, like last year, right? Yeah, last year read a book that's so good to be ignored, something like that. Yeah. So whatever you're doing, try to be good at it, and don't do it alone. Try to do networking. Right now, I can say I have farm in 3 places, right, or 4 places. I have farm in Enugu that I can do supply. I have farm in Abakaliki. I have farm in Ogun State. I have farm in Benue. So try to network in your career with people. Try to do network. Try to build the connection with people. Yeah. And again, don't put finance first. Don't put profit first. If not, along the line, you will still quit that thing that you are doing. And try to manage your finance very well. Any money that is coming, try to invest it back into your career. Don't eat your profit. If not, we eat your capital. Yeah.
Right, the Anthony, glad, excited, and yes, I am so amazed at your well of knowledge and wisdom. It's so amazing. And I'm so happy to have done this with you today. Thank you very, very, very much for dishing out values, teaching us from your experience, It is so amazing. And we do not take it for granted. I appreciate you, and I'll say you're an amazing man. And Miss Blessing has, she has gotten something very awesome. So thank you very much, sir. God bless you for this.
Thank you very much, Anthony. It's been a beautiful one so far. It was just so dynamic. For anyone that is here, I'm very much delighted and happy that you've joined us. I think the conversation so far has been engaging enough to know that the investment made into your skill can fully transform your life, right? And first, the investment is on yourself, and that transitions into maybe a particular part of as a skill or a business, and then transitions into other things. So that's very big, and that's really, really important. Very happy that Anthony's journey resonates with us. We can see the gap that he was having before and how he has closed that gap, and also still closing that gap to achieve better outcome. It means that if you are struggling in a particular place right now, there is a possibility for change and transformation when you give yourself to the right learning, the right knowledge, and the right wisdom. It completely changes everything. The dynamics becomes completely different, and you start seeing some kind of crazy results far beyond what you ever experienced. So it's a big one. I also want to appreciate the moderator tonight, this morning. Because most of us this morning is Mary Richard. Her brand name is Just Light. It's a very beautiful, amazing, excellent lady with very, very good dynamics, voiceover, public speaking as well in deliveries like this, to manage programs like this. And she's one of our shooting. That's why you've seen them. She's engaging. One of our shooting is Skill Migraine Solutions. She's really doing an excellent job. So thank you so much, Mary. Someone is taking me and blessing. We go on to JL. Just like thank you very much. Truly appreciate it. If you are just joining us, this is your first time in engaging with us in Skill Migraine Solutions. So Skill Migraine Solution is a very beautiful and amazing platform that has come to stay. This is like our 30. We're getting to count 30. I think they're like 2 years and maybe about 6 or 7 months now. So since 2023, sorry, we started this program, and it has helped us really to build from a community. We have built an ecosystem, right? We have friends on different countries. We have our extension in Ghana, so it's Ghana and Togo, Zambia, and Cameroon, in different places. We started out with several programs like Skillship Challenge. This program you're having now, Inside the Skillset Show, we go loud expeditions. Some of these programs kept on hold, even the Inside the Skillset Show that we're having now was kept on hold for some time. But all of this is to refine and reform what you're doing to better serve you effectively. I'd like to tell you that basically your life can change when you commit to systems like this or platforms like this that are engineered to push you forward and get you better. Actually, it's an experience or an experiment or a reality of what is being done here. We can see rightly in his life that if you commit to something like this, your life will change. And I believe there are more people that are here. We may not have hosted them today, but they're here and they can testify to this transition and the dynamics that happen in their lives since they joined us. So I want to encourage you, if you've been here with us, you've not joined our global platform WhatsApp, do well to join the platform right now immediately. You can, I think I'll just send a link to join the e-register. You can just join the global platform from there. We are preparing some other kind of specific products that will allow you to learn certain kind of skills and knowledge around 2 categories. There is one, the business side of your skill. There's the other side of the building of mastery in your skill. So the building of mastery, business side, these are 2 important aspects of skill learning. I think in the business side also captures the visibility play. So these are 2 sides of very, very intricate and important in your skill journey. And we are looking out for how to be able to get people to become strong and available in these places so that they can be very effective in their skill. But our vision is beyond just you building your skill. Our vision is that your life is transformed. And your transformation is not just limited to the money that you make, right? For some persons, they feel like, oh, I'm only transforming that I'm making too much money. No, that's nonsense, right? By the time when you can sell your skill that provides value to people, you're already experiencing a level of transformation. When you can communicate effectively in a society and bring about solutions that will make the society better, you are already experiencing a level of transformation because you have become better. And because you have become better, the society around you have also translated to become better. So that is very, very important to us. And we hope that this platform will give you that over time as you work. So I would encourage you, if you've not been engaging in the platform, get to engage with us. When we have conversations, join in the conversations. When we have programs, join in the programs. When we have stuff going on, join in those things, right? You have a global free community. The community is free. You can engage there. We'll be bringing out some of our courses soon. Get those courses, invest into them, learn them, understand them. Our academy will be out too very soon. Get on to do those things and be part of those systems because they will be shaping your life. They'll be opening you up to new perspective and new possibilities that make you to be dynamic and different. Some of you are still confused, you don't have clarity in your skill. Some of your competence is shallow, really, really shallow, and you need help in getting yourself together in that competence. Some of you you don't even know how to start a business around your skill yet. You'll be getting that clarity and that direction and guidance to build something like that. And then when you start, how do you get to spread yourself to become better to stay in the market? All right, that's also another segment to play. And then also, how do you scale when you know that okay, you establish yourself in the market? How do you scale and become more? The business moves beyond you and other people get to help to push and move that business. These are things that we're looking out for because if we can achieve this amongst ourselves, then we are redefining what we are seeing around our society. We are changing the norms. Our lives are changing. The lives of other people around us are changing, and we have a better society and a better community. So this is our drive. This is our focus. This is why we do what we do. So if you're experiencing that inconsistency, you are confused, you're inconsistent in your game, I think SMS is the best place for you. Also, just like Anthony shared with us how that somebody brought into the platform, it means that you have a responsibility to bring someone else into this platform too. All right. You have a very, very important responsibility. So if you have a friend, you know someone that should be here and is not here, talk to him, talk to her, and show them how this place has transitioned you and changed your life. Talk to them and bring them to this place. And I believe definitely that's going to be a worthy shift in that person's life. And that person will owe that opportunity of you bringing him here. He will owe you that for the rest of his life because you did something amazing. You did something transforming that others could never have done. So this, I would like to encourage you to really fully engage and bring yourself in as we build ourselves. I'll quickly before we wrap up, I think maybe you would help us to let us know when the next time we should be the next Inside the Skillset. Let us know about that. But quickly, I'd like to appreciate people that are here or that are still here. For everyone that was here and has gone, thank you very much. Truly appreciate you for being here with us. This is going to be uploaded on YouTube, so I think hopefully you are going to see this later on. So thank you for being here with us. We're really glad and happy that you could join us. All right, and I believe that the time you've spent with us today has been very, very profitable. Thank you very much, our speaker and our guest speaker, Mr. Anthony. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for making out the time, and we're happy that your experience has been really valuable, and what you've shared today is just exceptional and extraordinary. I truly grateful and appreciate you for that. Can we please celebrate Anthony? Celebrate, comment, just quickly celebrate Anthony in the comments, celebrating. Thank you so much, Anthony. Mr. Charles, thank you so much. Truly appreciate you. Charles is head of media in Skill Migraine Solutions. In the media, we have the designs, we have the video, we have the social media management. He heads those two departments and he has been doing excellently well. Thank you for being with us today. Thank you very much, Mr. Charles. Can we please celebrate him in the comments? Can we celebrate Charles in the comments? Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Blessing Godson, an amazing and exceptional lady. If you've seen the flyers that has gone around for this program, blessing made that to be. Right, she is the head of the design unit in Skill Migraine Solutions, and she has been excellent and exceptional this year. Her designs are so captivating, yet simple and dynamic. Thank you very much for being with us today. Truly appreciate you. We love you, and I think Anthony loves you so much. Thank you so much. Can we celebrate blessing in the comments to celebrate her? Appreciate it. Thank you so much. I have Mr. Israel Ada Chair, a very amazing young man. I think Israel has his platform building his community, and he has been really effective in that. But also, he serves in Skill Migraine Solutions, where he works as the assistant librarian at the SMS books platform, where we provide books to students and professionals. He has been really excellent in delivering an excellent work so far. And the platform, I think he's also working in the SMS Global Chats platform as an admin to that. Thank you so much, Israel, for your dedication and commitment to Migraine Solutions and for your real tireless efforts to bring about the solutions we are experiencing today on the platform. We're grateful. I'm very delighted to see Mr. Isaiah Jesse here with us. Jesse, it's been a while, really long time, but I'm very happy and I'm very glad to have you with us today. All right, thank you for joining us. Isaiah was one of our very active members in Skill Migraine Solutions. I think he's still our member in SMS and those graphics. I think we're also working on UI UX designs as of then. I don't know if he's still doing that yet, but we're really happy to have you with us. Thank you very much for your commitment and grace. Can we celebrate Mr. Israel? Can we celebrate Mr. Isaiah together? Can we celebrate them in the comment? Thank you so much, guys. Truly appreciate you and we're grateful. I have Mr. Nehemiah here. Mr. Nehemiah, an excellent man, a soldier of dynamic discipline, and as well a jovial and happy person. Like his personality is so beautiful and brilliant. We want to be with him as well. He's got here a very fire woman of God. Thank you for joining us today. Mr. Nehemiah is the lead of the show team that handles this program inside the Skillset Solutions that handles all of our show. Mr. Nehemiah is the head of the team. Thank you so much for being with us. You've really been excellent and you've really been a good friend too. Truly appreciate you. Thank you so much. I'm celebrating the comments. I also have Mr. Michael so with us. I think he asked the question as a point so to get I got to know Mr. Michael recently and I can say that this guy is just so good. Intellectually sound, spiritually brilliant and very much cultivated and then has a very beautiful sense of music. He does music very well. So it's not just music also. I think he does what do you call it? He does programming, builds websites and likes of them. Also builds platforms, desktops. I got all the details here, but I think he's really good in what he does. So if you're looking out for music not produced or you have something to do, you can always say hi to Mr. Mike. Good to have you with us today. Truly appreciate you. He has been a very good friend, especially in this time of season. I truly appreciate you. Thank you so much for being with us. I'm celebrating in the chat. Thank you, Mike. I have my very good friend. We've been friends for how many years now? How we became friends? I think it was an accident that happened. Someone, I gave my bike to someone. She entered that bike and the bike fell off, all of that. And from there, so became friends, so talking, engaging, and today it's years, 5 years. I want to appreciate you. Miss Gladys, also. She has served in SMS in the past as our accountability coach, and she did an excellent and a great job. I think she's truly really committed in the platform and giving her best, which is the place I came from. So it's still family. Thank you very much, Gladys. Thank you for being a very good friend. Gladys also there with me difficult times, challenging seasons. I think we experience life better when we have people that we can relate with and we can share things with. So thank you so much. Can we celebrate Gladys in the chat? Can we celebrate her? All right. Thank you so much. It's really been a beautiful one, and I really appreciate you guys. I hope that we'll move in these commitments and get ourselves to keep on driving into excellence, greatness, better future. Thank you so much. And what's you?
Coach already did the appreciation, and I as well appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you very, very much for being here, for staying through. It really means a lot, and I believe you've learned one or two things. Kindly do well to implement all that you've learned in your personal skill and personal life as well, your career. Kindly implement. There's no point of a knowledge without implementation. The beautiful thing is just to implement so you could get your desired results. So do well to implement all that you've learned. God bless you all. I really, really appreciate you. Thank you for doing this with us today. See you next time.